Okay guys, so this review is going to be on The Crow 2024 4K releases. I've had these other two for a little while, since last week. This one just came in yesterday and I watched it yesterday. I was waiting for this one to come in to watch it because I'm not going to buy 2 copies of each movie and open it just to watch. This one is the standard 4K version, and they did a wonderful job on editing the original artwork for this movie's poster art. This is pretty much the original artwork, but they kind of changed it up a little bit. They put rain, which I think is really cool. They made the letters white, like a glowing white, and they put the crow behind Brandon Lee in white to make it look like angel wings almost, which is really cool. And so they didn't do much, but they kind of did a lot to change the look. And it's got like chrome on the top of the 4K there. I think it looks stunning, although it's still the original artwork, just switched up a little bit. Then we have this one over here. This one right here is the Amazon exclusive 4K Steelbook. Now this is the artwork for the Amazon USA version. I know they have this version in the UK, I believe in Korea, Finland. When I say Amazon exclusive, I mean this one for the US version is exclusive to Amazon. This artwork right here was not made by Amazon, it was made by Paramount. Paramount made all 3 cover designs, okay? So for the USA version, this is the Amazon exclusive. If you're gonna go for the UK version with the same Steelbook artwork, the J card right here is gonna have like an 18 on it, around 18, a red 18. I guess that's the age rating to watch the movie. And then the UK also puts them like down here. I really don't care for the UK versions because they have those little red and blue 18 and they look like stickers almost. It just doesn't have a clean appearance. I mean, I know you could probably get them sooner and maybe cheaper sometimes. I just prefer not to go that way. It's either the US versions or the Japanese versions for me. The Japanese versions always look cool with the obi. I don't know, something about the UK versions, they just have that little, like, kind of like a sticker look. I mean, I would buy a UK version Steelbook. Say if this was never released in the USA and the only way to get it is the UK, then I would buy it, of course. But if I can choose the cleaner look, I'm gonna go for that. And then this one right here is the Walmart USA exclusive. This is not the one from Finland that's $50 on eBay that takes like a month to get to you. It's not the UK Zavi exclusive, website exclusive from Zavi. This is the USA Walmart sold out exclusive. These were sold out online and they never made it into the stores. There might have been a couple stores that got these, but for the most part, I bet 90% of the stores never got these, never made it to the store. They sold out, they were limited online and they sold out, and then they didn't go back in production. And now they're commanding high prices. So this is the limited edition 30th anniversary Steelbook Walmart exclusive. What I really love about this one is when you slide this off, Brandon Lee's face is underneath. This, in my opinion, is the best Crow cover art for any video format of all. This one right here is my favorite. I would say this is my second favorite. This is a beautiful one too. When you take this cover off, Brandon's standing right there and he has his guitar on the shoulder. So this is a very nice one. And even the standard one came out very beautiful. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna open these up right here because they're sealed and these are more highly collectible than the standard version. Even this one sold out on Amazon and I had to wait for them to get more in stock. These ones are going for crazy amounts right now. They're like a 70 plus, going up to like 100. It's ridiculous. They shouldn't cost that much when they just came out. People are just scalpers. I was able to get this one for 45, which is, you know, they were originally $24.99. So I paid, you know, I didn't pre-order it, so, you know, And this one right here I got for retail, $24.99, Amazon. And this one right here I had to pay about around $50 for this one. But that's actually pretty good considering what they're charging right now. So there's the back of it right there, and they all have the same back. So I'm not going to open these. You can find these on YouTube anywhere, okay? So my review is, you know, it's just another one of many hundreds of YouTube reviews, but it isn't. My review is actually different from everybody else's on the internet. And I'm pretty sure when people see this review, they're probably going to, you know, copy a little bit of the idea that I'm doing right now. Okay, but I'm still going to talk about these real quick before we go into it. So, I usually don't buy, I'm not a collector of video formats like DVDs and, you know, everything that comes out, every movie release that comes out, I usually don't get. However, with the Crow, there's only been a few releases to Blu-ray. All the DVD stuff, I just, you know, I'm good off all that. The VHS tapes, I'm good off all that too. However, 4K is starting to slowly fade away with all the other video formats. And I'm talking about Best Buy is not carrying video formats anymore. Target is phasing them out. And when we finally phase out of 4K and into 8K, there's not going to be any physical, tangible 8K format discs. No, none. It's all going to be 8K streaming. So there's two downsides to 8K streaming. One, when you stream, the picture quality, of course, is going to be amazing, but it's never going to give you the same exact signal, picture signal, and clarity as an actual tangible disc that you put in a player. There just is no streaming that's better, that's going to beat the actual disc as far as picture quality, color, and everything, sharpness, everything. These discs, the disc format is always going to be better than streaming as far as picture quality. Okay? So the thing about these right here, I decided to pick them up not only because I love the Crow, not only because I love the artwork on these. Like I said, video formats are fading out. These have not even made it to the stores. They sold out before the release date of May 7th, and they're going for over $100. If you really look at everything from a whole, the stores are not carrying video format discs anymore. They're just getting hard to find now. So I truly believe it's possible that these 4K releases of The Crow might very well be the last video formats of this film, period. And once they fade away, they're going to become collector. They're already collector's items. But once video discs fade away permanently, these right here are going to be the last available, last made video format collectible items that you actually can, you know, hold in your hand. That are actually tangible goods. So with that being said, these are going to climb in value big time, and they're already hard to get. So maybe like 10 years from now, when, you know, 8K is mainstream, people are going to desire these. Crow collectors, Bruce Lee collectors are going to desire these. And that's why I'm keeping these two sealed and this one to watch. But, so getting on to what I said about my review being different, this is what I mean right here. I am going to review all versions of The Crow on Blu-ray, all Blu-ray versions, starting from the original Blu-ray all the way up to the 4K Blu-rays. I'm not going to be doing anything that's pretty obsolete like DVDs or VHS tapes. And we're talking like anything that's HD and up to 4K. Okay, so the first one right here is The Crow, original Blu-ray US release. This right here, I would say, I mean, it looks good. but it almost looks like a slightly enhanced DVD. It doesn't look like the full Blu-ray quality. By that, I'm saying it's grainy, it's kind of blurry, the colors aren't, you know, the best, and it's okay. It just doesn't look like a great transfer from like one of the better DVD versions of The Crow. It just looks like they kind of just took it from DVD, slightly enhanced it, and it just slapped it onto a Blu-ray. So this one right here, they usually go for $5 to $10, probably less than 10. I say about 5 now. Okay, the quality on this one, if you're comparing like Blu-ray, it's not that good. Now we're gonna move over to this one right here. This one right here is the Japanese version, and this version came out around 2016 in Japan. So I got this for a pretty good price, around $40 from Japan. This right here has a black slip cover that you can get as well, but they charge a lot more for that. It has like an obi. It's really nice. I was gonna go for that one, but I wasn't gonna pay all that much more money just to get the little slip cover with, you know, the J card. It's not an obi, by the way. It's a J card on this one. It looks like an obi because it goes over the cardboard slip cover. So I went with this. This is the same version, except for it doesn't come with that cardboard sleeve that goes over it. Okay, so this one right here, it's from Japan. This is very high quality, down from the plastic clear box to everything. I love the interactive menus on here. I'm gonna show you guys the inside. Here's the 2 discs. One's a Blu-ray, one's a DVD with extra content. Pretty cool inside there. Okay, so there's that one. Now the 4K ones. These are very nice. They're the sharpest of all. You can see probably the most skin texture. It's still got grain in this film. I mean, it looks good. It looks remastered, still got grain. So I'm gonna go over the pluses and the negatives for the Japanese. Since I let you guys know about this one already. I'm gonna compare the Japanese one to this 4K version. It's actually, the disc is the same as all these. It's just the covers. So we're gonna compare these, okay? So, when it comes to sharpness, the 4K one beats all. When it comes to like small little details, like you know, wrinkles in the skin or anything like that, this one you can see a lot of detail. This one wins. When it comes to basic color in the film, I'm gonna go with the Japanese one. Even though this is a Blu-ray, it's supposed to, it's a so-called 4K remastering, but it's really not. It's you look on the back, it's 1080p. It's a standard Blu-ray, but it's a really good mastering Blu-ray. And when you upscale it on a 4K TV, it looks close to a 4K movie, minus the sharpness. I would say the sharpness is where you can tell that it's not. But I mean, when you just look at it real quick, it actually looks like a 4K movie. It's just when you put the 4K movie in, you'll notice right away how much more sharp the 4K one is. But this one's still sharper than this one. These are both Blu-ray. This is like a huge levels over this one, and they're both Blu-ray. This one is what you call a remastered Blu-ray of the film. This one right here is almost like they just ported the DVD over to Blu-ray, and then the Blu-ray, you just let your Blu-ray upscale on your 4K TV. This right here is what you call a true remastering of the film onto Blu-ray in 1080p. Okay, this one right here, I think the color in most of the movie is better than this one. The fire is brighter than this one. The blues are a little bit more blue than this one. And I'm talking about the same TV with the same picture settings, not adjusting the picture settings, just the same. You're just swapping discs. So this one wins, I think, with color, and this one wins with they cleared the grain. This is the only Crow that you're gonna find version where there's like literally almost no grain. It looks so like the picture looks so clean, colorful and clean. It's sharp as well, but this one right here is going to be the sharpest, but not the best color. It still has really good color. Like for instance, this one will win in some areas, like when Sarah goes into the pit, right? For instance, she's walking into the pit to go see her mom, Darla, with Fun Boy. As Sarah's going into the pit, you can see the pit red sign. It's glowing red. Everything else around it's like black and gray and blue. But that pit sign was a bright, real bright 4K red. Now on this one, when she goes into the pit, I put the disc in to see, and the red is there, but it's not as popping as the red on this one. But on this one, throughout the whole movie, more of the color of the blacks and the whites and the grays are better on this one. And there's no grain. So for color, I would say as a whole, not for every little part, but as a whole, the color on this one, a lot of the areas are better, and there's no grain, hardly any grain. It's cleaned up. This one has a lot of grain, but it's crisp, very crisp, sharp detail. And there's certain areas where the color is just pops, but then there's other areas where the color is just, you know, the color palette is just, and I think they did that intentionally. I don't think they did that, you know, because it was a poor transfer. I think they just did that intentionally. But if you're looking for color and you're looking for no grain, you go this one. If you're looking for color in the right areas and sharpness, like crispness, and just little fine little details that you would see a little bit better than this one, then you would go the 4K one. But definitely these two over this one. Number one, oh, that's hard. It's probably going to go to the 4K one. If you're talking for color and no grain, this one. But if you have to rate them from 1 to 3, number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, if you have this copy, I would still recommend buying this one. Okay? But once you have these two, you do not need this one. You do not need this copy. So I'm going to go ahead and play each disc one by one, and hopefully they show up on my 4K video. And you guys can see the difference of what I'm talking about. I'm going to let you know which version I'm putting in, and I'm going to try to play the exact same scene so you guys can see the difference. And I will be right back. Okay, guys. I had just put in the Japanese remastered Blu-ray. So if you look at the picture, I'm going up close. I don't know if you can see, but I don't really see any grain in there. I'm going to turn off the light real quick to take the glare away. Look how clean the picture is. Look how bright the reds are. I mean, if you could see this in person, it's really clear. This is the Japanese Blu-ray. I mean, if you guys ever get in the mood to watch the film with no grain, I personally don't like a whole lot of grain in my films. Sorry for that, it's adjusting the focus. I personally don't like a whole lot of grain in the film. If this one had the sharpness of the 4K, this would absolutely be the best one. I really love this version here. When I first got this Japanese Blu-ray, I was blown away. I says, is this 4K? You have to watch it to know what I'm talking about.
Who the fuck is married on Halloween anyhow? Nobody.
Look at the color on this one. Most of the Crow versions are washed out. This has got a lot of color, and they're just really no grain. It's just so clear. So now that you guys seen this, I'm gonna go to the 4K version. Okay guys, I'm back with the 4K version. I completely skipped the standard Blu-ray because it makes no sense. You cannot compare to the 4K version. Here's the 4K version. Now you see how the sharpness is on this one? But if you look closely, when the colors get light, you'll be able to see a lot of grain.
People won't believe that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul
So
to the land of the dead.
you see how the reds in the background are?
Sometimes something so bad happens that a terrible sadness.
Seems like the colors are a little bit toned down for the 4K version.
And sometimes, just sometimes, the crow can bring that soul back.
You see the red?
The wrong thing was
It's bright, but it's not as bright as the 4K one. As the Blu-ray one. See the grain? You see all that grain? But it's sharper. See the color? It's not as vivid. This is red, but it's kind of a little bit kind of toned down from the other Blu-ray. See the colors are a lot lighter? I'm gonna try to get back into focus back here. Let's see. See that? See the colors? Not as bright. There's more grain. I mean, it's still great. The sharpness is great. But I mean, that Japanese one to me is like really, really nice. It just needs some more sharpness. And see,
Shelley, what's your nerve rating? What it was tomorrow night?
I hate when it goes out of focus like that.
Fuck gets married on Halloween anyhow.
I'm gonna stop it right here. This is about where I stopped on the Blu-ray Japanese version. And that's it for my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed this different review for once, not the typical same 4K Crow review.
43 fires.
And I just wanted to show you guys the difference. Some might not know, and you know, if you get the 4K version, you might want to pick up the Japanese Blu-ray remastered version. Thank you guys for watching.